minutes of flow, power flow with a block. Even better, 2 blocks if you have them at home, and if you don't, cans will be perfect, a bunch of books would be perfect, be creative. So let's start with a block. I want you to press the block between your hands right in front of you. And I'm trying to do 2 main actions. I'm trying to lower the shoulder blades down the back, and I'm trying to create a bit of protraction. So the shoulder blades are coming away from each other. So instead of bringing the shoulders together, I'm trying to send them away from each other by pressing the block forward. Squeeze the block in, engage Uddiyana, so navel flies up, all the way up to the chest. And then let's take the hands all the way overhead. I want you to elevate your scapulas without taking it into a back bend. So ribs tucked in, and then slowly lower down. And we'll do that together just a few times. Try to follow movement with breath. So with inhale all the way up, I'm elevating my scapulas on my way up. And then with an exhale, let's take it down, shoulders height, maybe a little bit lower. Twice like that. Inhale, lift, reach all the way up, maybe elevate your scapulas, your shoulder blades, and then release down. One more, in a lift. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Exhale, lower down. Take the block behind your back, and if you can, tent your fingers. So versus pressing the full palms of the hands down, I'm tenting my fingers and I'm squeezing down. Bring the shoulder blades down the back, stay seated. I just lifted up so you can see. And really squeeze the hands towards the block, lowering shoulder blades down the back. Don't take it into a back bend, stay with straight spine. Keep squeezing the block in, maybe lifting the block a little bit higher. Squeeze the block in, lift the block a little bit higher. Just twice more, squeeze in and lift. One more, squeeze in, lift. And slowly release and set the block to the side. Let's start on our hands and knees. If you feel the need to pad the knees, please do, because we will spend a little bit of time on our knees here. So table position, I just want you to do a few scapular push-ups. So I'm squeezing the shoulder blades behind me, and then I'm bringing them apart. So allow the chest to apart, just twice more. Allow them to squeeze and send them apart. One more, allow them to squeeze and send them apart. I want you to send the hands further forward so you are more in a kneeling chaturanga position, and do the same thing. So arms are straight. I'm just allowing the shoulder blades to come back behind me and then separate them. Tract your scapulas and protract. Navel lift all the way in, retract and protract. One more, retract and protract. Come back to a table position, 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Back to neutral, tuck the toes, down dog, down dog. Take your right leg up, 3-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straighten the legs, square the hips, come forward to a warrior 1. Please take the block with you all the way up. Now I want you to elevate your scapula, send them up, and then depress your scapula, send them down the back. Elevate. And depress. Let's do that twice more. Lift up your shoulder blades and send them down the back. One more, lift them up and send them down the back. Lift up, take the block behind your back. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, halfway down, stay. Try to send the hands towards the block, in the direction of the block. Maybe tent the fingers, maybe not. You choose, but stay a bit lifted with your chest. One more full breath. Squeeze in. Inhale, come all the way back. Blocks comes up. Maybe look up. Exhale, supported warrior 3 with 2 blocks in front of you. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Take your left knee all the way up with you. Stand up, interlace fingers overhead, push up. Push the foot forward and bend. Push forward and bend. Twice more. Push and bend. Last one. Push and bend. Left foot over your right knee. Have a seat. One-legged chair. Stay there for 4. Maybe lowering down the hips a bit deeper. 2 more counts. Open up your chest. Extend your side body. Maybe sit a bit deeper. Inhale, open up your chest. Open up your heart. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Feel free to bend the knees a lot on your way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, left foot back, left knee down. Chandra Asana, moon pose, and I do want you to take the block with you. This time, bend the elbows and squeeze the elbows towards your head. Lift the scapulas, the shoulder blades a little bit, but keep squeezing the hands towards the midline, squeezing the elbows towards the midline. For 4. Maybe sink a little bit lower. 3. Maybe lift a little bit higher. 2. Maybe look up. 1. Send the block in front of you. Plank pose, plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. With an inhale, I want you to send your the right hand forward. With an exhale, left hand is bringing the block behind the back. With an inhale, the left hand is bringing the block forward. With an exhale, the right hand is taking the block behind you. 1 more each side. Right hand, left hand. 1 more. Left. Position. What I want you to do now is to shift forward like we did before, but this time instead of scapular push-ups, I want you to do chaturangas. So lower halfway down and push back up. Lower halfway and push up. Lower halfway, stay, hug elbows towards the midline. Crown of the head is pushing forward. And push up, shift towards the down dog. 1 full breath there, full breath in your down dog. Left leg up, 3-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, left foot forward. Warrior 1, take your block with you all the way up. Send the block in front of you. This time, squeeze shoulder blades and bring them apart. Squeeze shoulder blades and bring them apart. Twice more, bring them together and apart. 1 more together and apart. Take the block behind the back, halfway up. Exhale, halfway down, maybe look forward a bit. Make sure the chest stays open and load a little bit more on your left foot. Maybe send the hands a little bit higher. Maybe tense your fingers if your flexibility, shoulder mobility allows that. 1 more. Take the block all the way back up, warrior 1. Standing split or supported warrior 3 at the top of the mat. Inhale, open up your chest, so extend the spine. This one is a cat-cow as well. Exhale, forehead to knee to forehead. Inhale, open up. Exhale, knee to forehead. Exhale. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, right knee into the chest and then stand all the way up. This time catch opposite elbows. I want you to straight the leg and bend the knee. Straight leg, bend knee. Twice more, straight and bend. One more, straight and bend. Ekapada Utkatasana, one-legged chair variation. 4 full count. This is your time to expand your breath a little bit more. Maybe sinking lower with your exhale. One more full count here. Inhale, lift, open up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, right foot back, right knee down. Chandra Asana with a block. Bend the elbows, tuck them in, and reach up like you are pushing the ceiling with your elbows. Stay there for 4, inner thighs are engaged. 3, maybe sinking the hips. Left foot, keep reaching a little bit higher and away from your body. Straight the arms, set the block down. Plank pose. Elbows. Now I'm going to show you 2 different variations. One is a bit deeper or more of a load. The first one, I want you to, from your knees, pick up the block between your forearms and then free the block down. Lift it up and free it down. Let's see if we can do that from a dolphin position. And release the block down. One more. Lift the block. And release the block down. Leave the block where it is, down dog, down dog, down dog. One full breath in your down dog, and then we'll take our second vinyasa. Right leg up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, right foot forward. Warrior 1 with a block. Once more, warrior 1 with a block. Straight the leg, come halfway down, reach with the block all the way forward. Now, I'm going to ask you to tap the block to your shin or knee, of course, very lightly, and then pick the block up. Tap the block down and pick it up. Tap it down and lift it up. One more, tap it down and lift it up. Once it's up, bend your right knee, come all the way up. Warrior 1, look up. Exhale, standing split at the top of the mat. Use your 2 blocks. This time only twice. Inhale, open up your chest, but I want you to tap your left knee behind your right foot. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, come back up. Bring your left knee all the way in towards the right knee. This time set into a dancer. 4 full counts of dancer. Stay there for 4. 3, 2. Take your left knee to meet the right, free it down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, left foot back, left knee down. I want you to set your left elbow on a block and try and catch the right foot behind your back. Stay there for 4, maybe pushing the foot away from your body. 3, maybe to push the left elbow further towards the block. 2, 1. Free the back foot. Free the block to the side. Kick your right leg all the way back. Three-legged dog. Bend your open hip. Set your right foot behind you and open up to a wild thing position. Stay there for 4. Big push through left hand. 3, 2. The chest in reaching all the way back behind you. 1. Come all the way back to a three-legged dog. Down dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, left foot forward, warrior 1 with the block. Take the block all the way up with you. Straight the leg, come halfway down first, and ground the feet. First and foremost, it's about the feet. Then lower down to your shin or knee, and pick it up. Lower down, pick it up, lower down, and pick. One more, lower down, and lift. Bend your left knee, come all the way up to a warrior 1, maybe reach a little bit higher. Exhale, standing split at the top of the mat or variation of a warrior 3. Only twice. Let's set the knee a little bit lower. With an inhale, extend chest. With an exhale, tap the knee behind the foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Lift up, your right knee will come next to your left for dancer. Inhale, reach. Exhale, halfway. Stay there for 4. 3, 2. Inhale all the way up. Standing back bend. Maybe a little bit deeper. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, right foot back, right knee down, right elbow to your block, and fan catch the foot behind the back. Let's stay there for 4 full counts. Maybe kicking the foot a little bit further from your body. Maybe sinking a little bit lower with your hips. You can also take the left foot a little bit more forward. Maybe it will feel more comfortable. 1 more count, opening up our chest. Very slowly release. And come to a plank pose. Set your knees down for a moment. I would want your block to come to your lower belly. Hopefully it's not going to interfere with the mic there, so you can still hear me. So I'm trying to actually press my belly towards the block. Feel a little bit uncomfortable. Might be. Maybe push the hands towards the mat. Can stay here for a few breaths. Should feel good. Maybe 1 more breath, a bit deeper. And reset. If you're not sure where to place the block exactly, I suggest below the ribs, but it's very personal, so see what feels good to you. Now let's try one more thing here. Either you repeat what we just did, or maybe you catch the feet behind you. Lots of pressure of the belly to the block. Stay there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release. No snapping out of poses. Come up to your hands and knees for just a moment. If you have one block, it can be done with one block only. If you have a second block, you can use one block for each elbow. I'm setting my elbows on the block, sneak the head in between, and then come to a variation of Anahata Asana, melting heart pose. It's a really beautiful spine extension and a really nice way to stretch the shoulders. 2 more full breath. One more. Gently release this pose. I want us to come back to our belly once more. Take the block behind the back, and here you have a choice. You can lift up with a block between your hands, or you can try and catch the block between your feet. If you did so, I want you to rebend the knees to be able to catch the block between the hands again. And then bend and try to catch the block between your feet. Maybe twice more. Try to catch it between your hands and then feet. One more, hands and feet. Let's reset the block down. Take a moment, forehead to knee. And push to your hands and knees once more. The next one I'm going to do with my back towards you. And so hopefully you can see what's going on there. So I want you to take the block in your right hand and bend the elbow. Try to catch the block with your left hand and set it to the side. This time the left hand will come up. Try and catch it with your right and then bring it to the side. Once more like that. Right elbow up, left hand catches. Left elbow up, right hand catches. Now let's do the opposite. So right elbow behind you, left hand is reaching. Left elbow behind you, right hand is reaching. One more, right elbow underneath, left hand reaches. One more, left elbow, right hand, catch, and release. Let's find our way to our backs to one more pose. We'll do a few variations here together. I want to do a bridge with a block, but we'll do 2 different variations. We have the time for 2 more. First one, you're probably familiar with that from your yoga class. It's block between your inner thighs, set the shoulder blades down the back, lift the hips up. Now squeeze the block in and connect to your arches. Make sure they are fully lifted and you're not pressing them down. Press the bases of the big toes down, the knife edges of the feet, but leave the arches lifted. Now I want you to lower down just a little bit, so bottom ribs touches down and then lift it up. It doesn't even have to be that low. So you lower down just a little bit and you press up. Lower down and lift. One more, lower down and lift. Slowly lower. I want you to set the block under your right foot and pick the hips up to an asymmetrical bridge position. Set the elbows down. You can press them down a little bit more if you want. Pick up your left knee towards the chest. Push the foot forward and bend. Sorry, up, not forward. Push the foot up toward the ceiling and bend. Foot up and bend. Last one, foot up and bend. Set the left foot over your right knee, have a seat, and just enjoy a nice reclined pigeon here. You can move from side to side a little bit for some spine relief. Catch the block between your inner thighs, move it towards the left foot, and take, again, an asymmetrical bridge position. It's really helpful if you press the elbows down. Pick up your right knee, push the foot Away from your body and bend. Away from your body and bend. Twice more, away from your body and bend. One more, away from your body and bend. Right foot over the left knee. Set the hips down and enjoy a reclined pigeon position. Move from side to side. Regain your breath. Free the feet, catch the block between your feet. We'll do a little bit of core here, some core work to rebalance everything. And then we'll do some active twists with the block, and that will finalize our practice today. So feel free to stay here. The way to modify the next one is by lifting the chest, pressing the hands down, and just play here a few times. Let's do 1 or 2 sets together. So I want you to start lowering the feet down. Now, those who feel comfortable maybe come towards the low boat position, but I keep the pressure, hands towards the legs, and then I lower down nice and slow, coming back to a Viparita Karani position, so legs up the wall pose. 3 more times. So come up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come all the way to a low boat. And then lower down nice and slow on your way down. Keep engaging inner thighs. Twice more. Come up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Come up for 4, 3. Keep pressing hands towards the thighs. 2, 1. Lower down. 3, 2, 1. In between, let's take a short happy baby position. Set the knees next to your ribs. It's a 90-90 position. Press the sacrum down. A bit of pulling action with our hands and shoulders. 1 more breath. Let's do some active twists with our block. I want you to pick up your chest, set the block next to your or on top of your right thigh. Left elbow to the side, right hand is reaching to the side of the leg, left foot is lifted. Stay there for 4. Active twist. 3, 2. I want you to take your right elbow and squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. Let's do the other side. Block next to your left. Right elbow to the block. Left hand is reaching to the side of the leg for 4. 3, 2. Left elbow joins. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And release. I want you to take a moment here, knees to chest, and then I'll show you a way to set to a fish position as your Shavasana for today. Come up slowly. So if you have only one block, you can set it on the lower side. Same position like we did before, only this time on our back. So it's quite low. It's the bottom of the ribs. And then I'll allow this nice chest opener, shoulder opener, spine extension. Those who have a second block and you want to take the first block a little bit higher, you can set it right along your bra line, and then the second block comes right under your head for a supported fish position. I want you to invite you to stay in this fish position for as long as you want. Feel free to play with hand variations, so the elbows can come to the side of the body, the elbows can come overhead for a deeper stretch. Play with the hand placement for this position. Allow for the heaviness of the hips to meet the mat, to fully surrender. Namaste. Right on time.